The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While the court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, wearing of head garments unless for religious purposes, chewing of gum, or reading any materials. Proper attire is required. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning to the House Councilors. Are there any cases that you're ready to proceed on?
I think
They're all in breakout rooms.
There's an Isaac Boone. I think he is on the.
We have Alexis Snyder. Alexis Snyder? Are you, I think you, hi.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to speak to House Counsel about any office this morning?
I have not, Your Honor, but I did just receive a copy of the docket, so I'm ready whenever they are.
Okay. And do you also have hosting capabilities?
I do not believe so.
You do now. So you
Perfect,
can put
thank you.
yourself. Right. When House Counsel comes back and are ready to proceed, you can meet them in whatever breakout rooms you decide.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So they came down to, they just don't know.
Mr. Clerk?
Good morning, Mr. Wiley.
Good morning. Is that the judge?
It is.
Good morning, Your Honor. I was giving your clerk a heads up regarding an SC Bird who's not on the docket.
Okay.
She's not on the docket, but when I put it into JIS, it looks like she is scheduled to be here. So I saw her name. No, she's not on the docket.
Right. She is here for an appeal on a civil infraction. So I had a nice talk with her, but since it's a civil infraction, I don't deal with her. I don't believe Officer Vadnais, Vadnais, is present at this time.
Okay.
So you can call that whenever you're ready, Your Honor.
And she wasn't on the docket, but what time was it scheduled for? What time did she say it was scheduled for?
You know, I didn't ask that question.
She said 8:30.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the officer until 9:30 to arrive.
Okay, I'll tell her that.
Thank you. the other house counselors?
Um, Tamika Tucker.
Looks like we have Benja's name spelled wrong, should be B-E-N. Yeah, let's see if I can- Morning. Good morning, Your Honor. How are you? Good. If you don't mind, can you sign two things for me? I know you wasn't here Friday, but I'm helping someone out. Okay. It did say. So these three. Thank you.
These are some, like you called last week, you said they want you to use that to Patrice.
Is she? Okay. I'll do it. Thank you, Your Honor. You're welcome. You guys have a good one. You too. Oh. Nice to meet you too. You too, thank you. You're welcome. Were they told to just stay in the breakout room until the attorneys get there?
Yep, I know.
Officers, if you could if you are able to and you know how to rename yourselves, if you could just add the defendant that you're here on behalf of at the back of your name, please. Any officer that's present, it will help me out.
Mr. Clerk,
Yes,
Ms. Ariel Blackman, who is scheduled for a show cause today, tells me she has more tickets that are unresolved arising out of this incident. Can you verify that? And I'm thinking a new date and set it for a pretrial. If you have new dates and I can give them out, I'd be happy to. Or the judge is ready, we can get a new date that way. Just
I can change the date, but let me look her up and see.
And Mr. Wallen, do you have Miss Blandon, room 7? She keeps asking for help. Has anyone talked to her at all?
I'm 1 to 5, sister council 6 to 10, I'm 11 to. And we're doing it that way. So I have not talked to her, no.
Thank you.
I don't see any other count on that ticket. She says she has other tickets. Is another count on that?
3 tickets at the time. I just want to know if there's anything pending at this time. They might
Right,
be
well,
infractions that are in default. I don't know.
okay. Yeah. I can't print them out, but it looks like she has 3 other tickets. Looks like they're in default. Let's see, it looks like it's SP.
I don't need case numbers. Maybe the
Okay.
charges if you got that, but even that. So then we're ready on Ms. Blackman. I'll just set aside the defaults. Move to set aside the defaults. Okay, let me just give her a heads up.
Yeah. These are some of them. I can't find some other file. Oh, yeah, civil infraction. So take them out of default.
Yes. Schedule. You need me to write on the ticket. So that we- Corporal Spadell, I see that you're here on a Bird matter and a Brown matter. What's the first name of Brown? You're on mute. You're on mute, Corporal.
I'm sorry. It's Browner, L Browner. I have to look up the name. They only put L on this.
L. Browner.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that.
Okay.
Yeah, the teachers. Yes. Demetrius Bar? No.
Officer Spadell,
Yes, Your Honor.
it is 9:40 AM, just for the record. And we did not have, Demetrius Bird has not checked in, nor has Miss Lisa or Linda, I think it's Lisa Brunel has not checked in, so you're free to go.
Okay. Your Honor, that was the last name Browner.
Brown. It's Lisa Browner.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
You too, thank you.
I can push these rollers. I will fix this issue. Yeah, sorry.
Have you heard from the city yet, Mr. Clerk?
She's in a breakout room. Her name, let me make sure that I remember I have her name correctly. She was in a breakout room.
I think I have, can figure out the usual suspects. So she's alone waiting for us. Because I looked where that was the multiple room with all the cops and I didn't see anybody, any name I recognized, so.
Yeah, the city attorney, her name, and I no longer see her. Her name is Attorney Goss.
Oh, Mr. Goss.
No, I'm sorry. Take that back. She's covering for Mr. Goss, and her name is Andrea Snyder.
Alexis Snyder.
Okay.
Okay. Very good.
Do you see her though? I don't see her in a breakout room, do you?
Let me see here. No. That's fine, she'll be back.
All right, so you're ready to proceed on Ms. Bird?
I'm ready to proceed on Ms. Bird. I believe we're ready on Mr. Black, Ms. Blackman, because we're really getting a new date on her. Those two are ready. And I don't know about Bailey, let's see his name. Mahonda Bailey. She's
Mr. Wallen, we'll take these one at a time, but give me one moment because I need to, we can't print right now, and I need to print an ROA for Ms. Bird.
okay, all right. Technical difficulties, I understand, Your Honor. Would you like me to bring the people who are ready out of the breakout rooms? Would that be helpful?
Not until I'm ready to call the case. So when we're done with Ms. Bird, I'll have you go in and get the next person, bring them in one at a time.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
I'm going to type it.
No, so those are two, they must have showed up late because they're not checked in. So I can go in and see. I'll bring it up.
Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Oh, no, he's an officer.
Oh, Officer Smith, you didn't have officer by your name. We didn't realize that you were the officer. Which case are you here on?
Here on case SP 137-13701.
Gwendolyn Bland.
Gwendolyn Bland. Can you change your name and add officer to the front and put Bland and friends afterwards, please?
Yeah.
Better.
Well, I'm gonna chat you, okay?
Okay.
And Mr. Water, you said the officer in, Ms. Bird's case is who again? I just wanna make sure that they're not in the waiting room.
Okay. Oop. I got your message there, Judge. I don't have a case number, but I will, is she out? She has her paperwork, Judge.
She's here. Ms. Bird, what's your case number?
My case number, Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
227497471.
And it's just the one matter? Okay, we have a working printer now, which means that you're probably not gonna be able to hear me for a while, so give me a minute. But do you just have that one matter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Um,
I wish they hurry up. I'm getting sick. I'm a diabetic and I haven't ate anything since 7:30. I gotta hurry up and eat something.
Ms. Bird, you're at home, so you can press mute and go off camera and get you something so that you don't get sick, but we're doing this as quickly as we possibly can.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I thought I was talking to the lawyer. I didn't mean to interrupt your court.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may make a quick call, I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, I'm just, we have a working printer now, but we're just trying to get her file together and we'll be ready to proceed on her matter. So go ahead to do what you need to do. And have you had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Snyder? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Snyder, did we lose you?
I'm here.
Ms. Bird, I'm not talking to you. Please press mute. Ms. Snyder, did we lose you for a moment or were you in the breakout room with the House Counsel?
I had been in the breakout room and I also had to check in with Judge Perkins, Your Honor, but I'm back.
Okay, so I'm giving you co-host capability again. There may be some that Mr. Wallen is ready to speak to you on, but I'm gonna call Essie Bird's case first, and then you can go into the breakout room. You could also check in with Ms. I don't remember the other house counsel's name.
I believe Attorney Tucker.
Yes, if you can see if she's, I think she may still be in a breakout room with the client. She's still in breakout room 9. So I don't believe she's gotten through all of hers as of yet. Mr. Walling, I believe, is ready though to proceed as soon as we get Ms.
Yeah, and I have some matters that I need to discuss with you, Ms. Schneider.
And Mr. Walling, have you spoken to all of your clients, all of them in all the breakout rooms?
I have spoken to let's see. Well, I spoke to Mr. Benj earlier. I need an offer on that. 1, 2.
Okay, my only desire is that when we do finally get a prosecutor, that you've already talked to all of your clients so that we can get her through as many as possible.
Well, some I needed to talk to the prosecutor before I talked to them.
Okay, understood. So, and
The printer's not printing out. I have them, yes, but it's not printing. That is
now calling okay, Ms. Bird, are you ready? Did you get a couple orange juice? You okay now?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
All right, you can have a seat. We'll call your matter. Now calling the people versus Essie Bird, ticket number 227-497-471. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with Ms. Walling.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, P35229. I am one of your House Counsel this morning, representing Ms. Bird.
Ms. Bird, will you state your name for the record, please?
Essie Bird, B-Y-R-D.
Today is the date and time set for an appeal. Mr. Walling, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Well, Your Honor, appeal and hearing, and there's no officer here. Move to dismiss.
Okay, the court has taken note that an officer has not checked in on this matter. It is now 9:57 a.m. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Without prejudice, Ms. Bird, means that they are able to bring it back. The city or state is able to bring charges back if they would like to, but as of right now, it's dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You well,
You
Ms. Bird.
too as well.
Now, should I talk to Snyder or are you ready for another one, Your Honor?
If you're ready, I'm ready.
Why don't we call Ms. Blackman, who's in room 14?
All right, if you pull her out of the breakout room, and I'll be prepared when you get back for her. Mr. Jawan Burrell, are you just checking in?
Yes,
Okay, were you a little late?
I had problems getting through, yes,
Getting in on the Zoom? I don't. have
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Burrell, I'm gonna place you into a breakout room, and there will be an attorney who will come to speak to you. Just stay in the breakout room until they come to talk to you, okay?
okay, so just stay right here and wait till they come get me?
Well, I'm gonna put you in a different room. You're not gonna hear me or see me anymore. It's gonna be a quiet room. You're gonna be in breakout room number 24. And as soon as one of the house counsels, which will be assigned to your case, an attorney who will be assigned to your case, as soon as they're available, they will come into the room with you. But you see that we have quite a few cases on, and you came in a little late, so just hold tight, stay in the room.
Okay.
It is gonna be quiet. Just stay there until someone comes.
Okay,
Okay, I promise you will not be, we won't forget about you. We will come to you as soon as we can.
okay.
The printer's not working.
One moment, Mr. Walling.
But I know you talk to other people. I said,
Well, well, we seem to be at a lull right now. Could I talk to Ms. Snyder?
Ms. Snyder is on mute.
Do you want us to go to a breakout room?
I'd like that.
We can you join breakout room 1? I don't
Sure.
think I can move. Yeah, I can meet you in there.
Mr. Walling, I should still be in the main room, right?
Ms. Blackman, you're fine. You can stay where you are. You can turn your camera off and put your phone on mute until I'm ready to call your case.
Okay, thank you.
We're just having technical difficulties here in the courtroom. We're sitting here ready to go, but the printer is not.
Oh, no
printing.
worries. No worries. Thank you.
What, you had a question?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh.
You go get it.
Corporal Hope? Corporal Hope, can you unmute and come on to you're here. It looks like you're here on a Lloyd White, but this courtroom does not have W's. We're in this is a B courtroom. Are you sure you're in the right courtroom?
It said Yancey, Judge Yancey, so.
And the person's name is Lloyd White. Is it a hyphenated name at all?
No, ma'am.
One moment. Do you know if his middle name is Dwayne?
Gosh, let me check just one second. Yeah, actually it is. I just pulled the ticket up. Yeah.
You're right, Corporal, I apologize, I don't usually have, last name White, but I do have it on the docket for today, I'll be right with you.
All right, no problem.
Mr. Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Morning. Have you been able to get checked into the courtroom as of yet?
Yeah, I did. I checked in already. I've been sitting here since 8:30.
I remember seeing you. I am gonna put you in a breakout room for one of the attorneys. We're just waiting on one of the attorneys to talk to you now. I'm gonna put you into, to a breakout room and House Counsel will speak to you about your matter, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna be in breakout room 25. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put you in breakout room 25. I don't know.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay.
Ms. Tucker, are you ready to proceed on any matters?
Yes, I am.
All right, which ones are there any with officers where we can go ahead and get those resolved, or have you gotten any plea agreements that have been accepted by clients where I can allow some of the officers to go?
Yes, is the officer on Burrell, Juan Burrell here?
I believe I saw him. Oh, no, wait a minute, let me see. I checked, I did for real. I checked it for real. Okay, actually, I have not seen the officer check in on Burrell. Officer Washington, is there Officer Washington here?
Okay.
Just making sure that he's not here before I allow, making sure he's not in the waiting room. Okay, yeah, we can call Burrell.
Okay.
Will you bring him into the room?
Uh-huh.
After I don't think he was just in the waiting room as well.
What's his name?
Burrell, B-U-R-R-E-L-L. You have a copy?
Okay, I brought him into the main room.
Thank you.
Hello.
One moment, Ms. Burrell. You got Mr. Burrell, how do you pronounce your first name?
Juwan.
Juwan. Now calling the people versus Juwan Burrell, ticket number SP 136-9813, counts 1, 2, and 3. Please state your appearances for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tamika Tucker, PA 5402, on behalf of Juwan Burrell.
Mr. Burrell, will you state your name for the record, please?
Juwan Burrell.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. Madam Tucker, how would you like to proceed?
Yes, the officer has not shown up, so we would ask that we move the court to act for these tickets to be dismissed.
Okay, the court taking note that it is now 10:13. This trial was set for 8:35 a.m. Officer Washington has not appeared on this matter, therefore all 3 counts will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Burrell, that means that the people can bring this matter back if they so decide to. However, I am dismissing this without prejudice. please make sure that you have your plates and your insurance in the car with you, as well as your driver's license at all times. Do you have a driver's license now?
No, I don't, ma'am.
Okay, so these will be dismissed, and the first thing that should be on your things to do list, once this gets into the system, is to make sure that you bring your license current.
Yes, thank you.
All right, have a good day. That concludes this hearing.
Okay, you too.
Is the officer for Joey Bogner here?
One moment. Can you spell the last name again?
Bougner.
Officer Landrum, is there Officer Landrum here? Is there anyone here on behalf of Officer Landrum? All right, now calling, oh, wait, have you pulled Mr. Bonner in? Bonner in?
I will pull her out.
Oh, her, I'm sorry.
I have a phone.
I have it. And Ms. Tucker, so the officers who are here, do you have any of those?
Yes, Gwendolyn Bland, she's gonna accept the offer so he can go. I see him on there.
For Gwendolyn Bland?
Bland,
Oh,
yes,
so
yes.
Officer Smith, you're free to go.
What was the disposition? I'm sorry.
Oh, she's going to accept an offer. Do you want to wait until we put the offer on the record, Officer Smith?
No, it's fine. I appreciate it, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Robert, take care.
You too.
Okay, Miss Bogner is out.
Now calling the People versus Joey Marie Bonner, ticket number U 637-893-22. One count of possession of drugs subject. Yes, please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tanika Tucker, PA 5402, on behalf of Joey Bogner, sorry.
Ms. Bonner, will you state your name for the record, please?
You have to unmute.
Joey Bogner.
Today is the date and time set for trial. Counselor, how would you like to proceed?
The officer that on this ticket is not here, so we ask this court to dismiss.
Okay. All right, so seeing that the officer, it is now 10:17 a.m. We do not have, Officer Landrum has not checked into the courtroom. The court will dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ms. Bonner, that means that the people can bring this matter back if they so choose. However, the court will dismiss this matter for no officer. The seriousness of the case does concern me, so I would strongly advise you, if you are able to seek treatment, reach out to Detroit Recovery Project or Mariners Inn or some treatment program, if there is an issue.
Okay.
All right, so you have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Completed.
Okay. So I just hang up now?
Yep, you're free to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care. Ms. Tucker, who you have next?
Gwendolyn Bland.
I don't know how to leave.
Oh, I'll get it, Ms. Bonner. Hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Wallen, do you have any officers that you've reached an agreement on so that
Yes,
we can allow officers to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Who are they?
Mr. Bench,
So Officer
Hill can be released.
O'Neill, you are free to go. Mr. Bench
Hang on.
has reached agreement with the prosecutor.
I think he
Okay,
meant
Your
Officer
Honor.
Hill, Your Honor. I think that's,
Yeah,
I'm
O'Neill.
sorry. I'm sorry. I can't, I think several people were talking at the same time. I couldn't hear. Can you repeat it?
that was me, Officer Hill. I thought he said Bench, Christina Bench. I thought that's what he said, but my bad if he didn't.
Yeah, Mr. Benj has reached an agreement, so if you're the officer on Mr. Christian Benj's matter, you're free to go.
Yeah, that's me, Officer Hill. Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
And there's also Officer O'Neill here on the bench matter as well. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. It'll jam again? It printed those first pages, right?
You're still in court.
Okay, Gwendolyn Bland is in the, out of the waiting room.
Ms. Bland, will you turn your camera on, please?
I have one other
Yes.
officer where you can cut one loose. That's
Mr. Wyman, will you press mute, please? Now calling the people versus Gwendolyn Bland, ticket number P1373170. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. One count of no valid registration certificate, one count of expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with Ms. Tucker.
Tamika Tucker, P85402, on behalf of Gwendolyn Bland.
Ms. Bland, will you state your name for the record?
Gwendolyn Danielle Bland.
Today is the date and time set for a hearing. Ms. Tucker, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Your Honor, I have had a chance to speak with Ms. Bland. She would like to take the offer given by the people to reduce the ticket SP 1373171 to a failure to display and dismiss other 2 tickets.
So count 1 will be reduced to FTD, counts 2 and 3 dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Bland, is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth? Do you swear or affirm that what you say today will be the truth? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes.
You can put your hand down. And you had an opportunity to speak to your attorney?
Yes, I did.
And and she advised you of your rights, you understood those rights?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you understand that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that right, you would still like to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, turning your attention to July 23rd, 2022, were you driving a 2010 Land Rover in the area of Boston West 7 Mile in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you stopped by police on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
When asked to produce a insurance, did you fail to produce insurance or driver's license?
Insurance.
Insurance. Okay, so the court will satisfy, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor, stipulate.
So the court will enter a plea of guilty or amended plea of guilty on failure to display this plan. That ticket amount or those fees will be $220 assessed. Are you able to make that payment within the next 3 weeks?
I have been having a couple of financial issues, so I was wondering, maybe can I get a little bit longer there? I'm actually dealing with some issues court at this time with my home closing.
Okay, Ms. Bland, would you need about 30 days or would you need 6, closer to 60?
Yeah, 60 will be great, Your Honor.
Okay. So we're gonna have this due on April 13th, 2023. And then I'm gonna actually set this for review on that day. So if you do not pay it by that day, you should at least walk into the courthouse and get put on a payment plan. I suggest you get put on a payment plan before that time so that you're able to make these payments by that date, okay? So either
Yes.
payment plan or paid in full by April 13th. If you have paid it in full, you do not need to appear back in court before me on the 13th. However, if you do not pay it, I will see you on April 13th.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're
We'll be
welcome.
back. You too. Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Wallen, do you have any that you're ready to proceed on?
Yes, Your Honor. That there's one where an officer is here. You could probably, if you'd like to release him, Mr. Bobbitt Stokes.
And have you reached an agreement on Mr. Bobbitt Stokes or?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And that is.
If we could
I'm sorry.
actually pass that matter for just one moment, Your Honor, I was just speaking to the sergeant about it.
Okay. I'll wait. I will recall that, Madam. Well, I haven't called it yet, so Mr. You can still continue to have that conversation. Let me know how it goes.
Well,
Mr. Wallen, did you hear the city prosecutor?
I did.
Oh, okay. Is that you saying hello?
No, that's me saying I did.
Oh, okay, great. And so who are you ready to proceed on?
All right. I have several that are very quick. Mr. Bougher, first initial J, scheduled for trial.
I do not have that file one moment. Bougher.
GHNER, I'm sorry, Your Honor, Joey, Boughnер, 835 for trial.
I thought we did that matter, and it was a woman.
Yeah, it was Joey.
We just did Joey Marie Bonner already.
All right, very good, thank you. Did you do Benge, Benge, B-E-N-G-E?
No, but we can definitely do bench now.
Right.
And will you bring Mr. Benj into the courtroom?
I can do that. I hope he made it, but he was on the telephone. So while we're waiting, Your Honor, could we do Ms. Blackman?
No problem. Ms. Blackman, you can turn your camera back on now. Now calling the people versus Ariel Blackman, ticket number P1379464. One count of disregarding officer signal And please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Philip Walling, representing Ariel Blackman. State your name, please.
Ariel Blackman.
Yes, Your Honor. Apparently, there were some tickets issued at the same time that are in default. I would ask the court to set aside the defaults at this time and set all these matters for a pretrial.
Okay. The court will set aside all defaults in this matter, and schedule all the defaulted matters as well as the matter that's on today's docket for pretrial on March 27th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. We will enter not guilty plea on your behalf, and also the $0 bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will see you on March 27th.
Will I get any like correspondence in the mail about, or should I just go to the 36 District Court website and join the Zoom for your
Write it down now.
Come to the 36th District Court's website and join this Zoom room the same way that you did today at 8:35 a.m. on March 27th.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You as well.
Mahonda Bailey's ready, Your Honor. And that is a civil infraction, so I don't think you need me. I would like to try and.
One moment, Mr. Warren. Mr. Wallen, until I get a working printer, I'm not able to proceed on the Bailey matter. I am able to proceed on Mr. Benj, Bryant, Birch, Brown. Wait, boom.
We're ready on Benj, Your Honor. I need to speak to Ms. Snyder once a bit on Batiste, but I think that's gonna be dismissal.
Are you
And
ready? Because I know that your client was on the phone and not ready.
I don't know if he made it in here. I told him to come in. I don't know if he made it.
He hasn't made it yet, so who are we ready to proceed on?
Batiste is ready, I believe.
Do you still need to talk to the prosecutor on Batiste?
Well, probably should. Bailey, you can't do. And I guess I need to talk to, there she is.
Did you want to talk to the Madam Prosecutor about the case?
I do.
I'm gonna go back in breakout room 1.
Sure.
Do we have a file for voice white?
You know what time zone?
I know, it shouldn't be on it, but they said it is. I guess it was on it. So the person just calling in on 313-652-5017 phone number. Please state your name.
Christian Benj.
Oh, okay, Mr. Benz, just hold tight. We were ready to call your case, and I believe your attorney said that you were on another call, so give us one moment.
Okay.
I don't see. Right on the docket.
Did you look him up in the NJIS? Because Andrea said that he was on my docket. We don't know how. He's on my docket. Ms. Tucker, who are you ready to proceed on?
I am ready to proceed on Sasha Brown? Sasha Brown? Let me bring her out.
I know I know the officer, we're still waiting on the officer to finish talking to the prosecutor on Stokes matter, but I would like to be able to do the B Bird matter or the Richard Brown matter or Lloyd
Okay,
White.
so Richard Brown wants to see if he can get an offer.
Have you spoken to the prosecutor about that one?
I have not. That's what I just came back out. But as you say, he's speaking to someone else. So I just got done speaking to Mr. Brown. He does not want to go to trial if he doesn't have to.
And what about V Bird? Do we still have an officer here on V Bird that I'd like to get resolved?
V Bird, I don't have him.
Yeah.
I believe that's my counterparts.
Right, he's not on here.
I know. Can somebody please figure out why this
Right, he shouldn't even be, this is the wrong last name.
and it's the wrong last name. But he's on here and I have an officer, but we don't have a defendant, Mr.
V Bird.
White. So I don't wanna, I'm gonna let the officer go, because Mr. White is not here, but I do not want to issue like
A warrant.
because.
It's the wrong quote.
I don't see anybody with the last name Bird in the breakout rooms.
Okay, give me one moment on Mr. Bird. Corporal Hope. Corporal Hope and Madam Prosecutor, you can get in on this conversation as well. I just saw Corporal, okay. Corporal Hope, Lloyd White he's in the JIS as being assigned to this courtroom on this date. However, he is not on the actual docket for today. It wasn't on the printed out docket, nor has he checked into my courtroom. And additionally, because his last name starts with W, I am very reluctant to issue a warrant in this matter. So what we're gonna do is try to find out from the clerk's department if there was a mix up in this matter. And that's what I believe, it was some type of mix up. So instead of issuing a warrant, we're gonna just reissue or reset this matter for a future date, and you should receive another notice of hearing.
Okay.
I think that sounds appropriate, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Clerk, I need some information, please.
Yes.
With regard to Mr. Bobbitt Stokes, he tells me there's a failed to disclose a CCW that's part of this incident. It might be in bench warrant status. I don't know.
And Mr. Wallen, once you're done with that one, we're ready to proceed on Mr. Benj, I believe.
Yes, we're ready on bench, and we also are ready on Batiste, Your Honor.
Okay, give me one moment to get my bearings together. Benj, just quite a few tickets in this matter.
Speaking as an hourly employee, take your time. We're in no rush here today.
I bet you are, but I'm gonna make good use of the city's time and money.
Well, I always look for 10:50. That, or 10:50, that makes it my life worthwhile to get up in the morning. On the other hand, I'm not, we'll get out of here. We're way ahead of the game.
We are. Come 2, come 3. All right, let's see what else we have on this thing.
Do we have any, Tamika, do we have anybody left to talk to that you know of?
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
about to
yeah.
go.
Yes.
I'm about to go talk to Brown about the offer that was just extended, and then I'll be right back out. But that's it as far as I know. Oh, no, there's a Shonda Bailey. I don't know who that is. She just popped up.
We'll get there.
Oh. Speaking, I thought this was.
All right, almost ready, Mr.
Great.
Please.
Oh, yeah. So for Bobbitt Stokes, there is a failure to disclose CCW for him. And it looks like it's still pending.
Okay, what is it, the next action date on that?
All right, let me take a look.
I'm just gonna take it.
Oh. No, it looks like it's already in, it's already in, DSP. DISP.
Pardon me?
There's no future date. It looks like it's already, it's already in, DISP.
Okay, so it's somehow been disposed of.
Yep, it's been disposed.
Okay,
All right, this matter right here, Mr. Williams, I need our outline for.
All right, so I sent it to 3T2. I'll go pick it up. He said he's gonna bring another print. So I'll go next door.
Just getting an ROA on one of Mr. Ben's matters that I do not have a copy of the ticket on, and we'll be ready to proceed. Mr. Glennon, have you had an opportunity to speak to one of the attorneys?
Yes,
Thomas
I
Glennon?
have.
No, I
Thomas
have
Glennon?
not.
Yes, I have.
No, I have not.
Your name is not Thomas Glennon. Please do not speak right now. Mr. Glennon, one more time. You said, no, you have not had an opportunity to speak to an attorney?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Were you late this morning?
Like 4 minutes. I came. My appointment was at 10.
Your appointment was at 10.
I mean, my court date was at 10. That's what I was told from my last court date on Zoom.
One moment, Mr. Glennon. As soon as the court clerk comes back in, I will try to verify that.
Okay, my apologies, Your Honor.
We have a 10 o'clock. We don't have a 10 o'clock document, Mr. Glennon.
Your Honor, he's on page 2,
So,
8:35.
Mr. Glennon, your court date was, your time was for 8:35. Mr. Wallen or Miss, she's already in the breakout room. Mr. Wallen, do you care to take Mr. Glennon or do you want to reschedule him for another day?
Well, what's Mr. Blandon's problem? If we can resolve it today, I just as soon resolve it today. Blandon, there it is, Thomas, scheduled for trial. I don't know if there's any officers left, or let me ask you this question. Do you know if that officer has already left?
Oh, do we have that officer? You can check him.
Officer Caius. I don't recall seeing that name, but I couldn't swear to it.
I couldn't swear to it either.
I don't think so, Mr. Walling. I don't recall it.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
No problem.
You keep track of
no, I just had them there. I didn't keep track of them. No. Normally I put them in the room.
Madam Clerk, do you actually keep track of every officer that checks in? Madam Court Reporter.
No, not all of them, but that I do pay attention, so I don't recall.
And then officer.
I didn't see it.
Okay, Mr. Blandon, you may be lucky today.
Appreciate
All right,
it,
now
Your Honor.
we're gonna call the People versus Christian Bench. Ticket number P-125-1412, one count of failure to display a valid operator's license not on person, one count of no proof of insurance, one count of expired plate. Ticket number P-130-5011, one count of improper plate, one count of no insurance, one count of driver unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number P-133-3089, one count of failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Ticket number V-119-68520, one count of no dog license. Ticket number V-119-8620, one count of failure to vaccinate a dog against rabies or produce proof of vaccination. Ticket number 227-430-841, one count of driving while license not valid or improper license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Mr. Ben. State your name, Mr. Ben.
Christian Ben.
Okay. Your Honor, when I last talked to Ms. Schneider, the offer was if Mr. Bench pled to one count of failure to display and one count of improper plates. The other ticket where the officer was present and accounted for would be dismissed, and all the other tickets would be dismissed because of no PO. So he's pleading to 2 and the rest dismissed.
Okay, tell me the ticket numbers on the ones that he's pleading to.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Or at least the charges.
Driving while license, NOP. That's the first one. And the one right under that, no insurance.
as charged?
No, amended to failure to display an improper plate.
Count 3 dismissed,
Yes.
and all of the rest of these tickets are dismissed?
Either they're on that or I'm moving to dismiss because they're all scheduled for trial today. And there was no police officer or ordinance officer for the dog cases.
Okay, Ms. Snyder, are you able to bring down the write-up on, because this one is a little confusing to me. I need to know exactly which ones I'm dismissing for police and exactly which ones I'm dismissing because of no officer, or unless you're agreeing to dismiss the rest of these per police.
I can, Your Honor, bring down the write-up. I have the docket in front of me with my notes, if you wanted me to read off the case numbers, which had no officer.
Yes, please.
The first one is 227430841. And then V11968-620.
One moment. Okay.
And V11968-520.
Okay. So
Those
the
officers did not appear.
The dog case is no officer, most of which are dog cases and a driving while license not valid. And then you're agreeing to have them plead to failure to display improper plate, dismissing you're also dismissing.
So as to Calvin Carter, I did receive a written message.
Can everybody press mute unless they're being spoken to right now? And you're also dismissing P1305011, all 3 counts, and P1333089, 1 count. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, sounds like a great opportunity for Mr. Benj. Okay. Mr. Wallen, do you stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal? You have to unmute.
Yes.
And do you stipulate to 4 corners of the ticket on the factual basis for the failure to display an improper plate?
Yes.
All right, the court will enter a plea of guilty to the amended charge of failure to display an improper plate on ticket number P1251412. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Benj, for the failure to display, I am going to assess a fee of $220 for a failure to display, and for improper plate, I'll be assessing a fee of $190. That's a total of $410. Do you need 30 days to pay that?
Yes.
Statutorily, it's 2 weeks, but because it's such a high fee, I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay it. And it will be due on March 15th, 2023. If you do not make that payment by March 15th, 2023, we need to see in this court either that you have made a payment arrangement by that date, or you will be back here in front of me. If it's not paid in full and you have not made a payment arrangement, you have a review hearing scheduled for March 15th. Just know that if you've already paid it, you don't need to appear.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
And Mr. I told you, you're not on screen, but I need you to raise your right hand and swear that what you say will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth today.
Yes.
And you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney about your rights, and you understood those rights, correct?
Yes.
And no one forced you anything, promised you anything, or threatened you to take the plea today?
Yes.
You took the plea on your own free will?
Yes.
You took the plea because you are actually guilty?
Yes.
And you understood that you had a right to a trial and you gave up that right to a trial by taking a plea, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Benj. So that will conclude this hearing for today. If you have any questions, feel free to call the court, but you should be able to just come down in person to set up a payment arrangement for that $410.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Okay, Your Honor, Richard Brown is going to accept the offer, so he's not going to go to trial.
1 moment. Okay. Richard Brown is going to accept the officer. Do we have any officers still and do we still have any officers here on Richard Brown matter, Officer Presley?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm still here.
Seeing that Mr. Brown is going to accept the plea, would you like to, you're free to go.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too, thank you. I will call Mr. Brown's matter momentarily. I believe he did reach back in late. We just didn't have his file. Do you have one for Richard Brown? All right, Mr. Who has the Batiste file?
Ready, Your Honor.
Ready on Mr. Batiste?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you bring your client into the virtual courtroom?
Sure.
All right, Mr. Batiste. Madam Prosecutor, on the Batiste matter, were you aware that there's two that in default? We're just gonna keep those in default and pay that and dismiss count 3?
I was not aware that there were any tickets in default, but it is set up for a dismissal.
Are you dismissing all 3? If I set aside the default, are you dismissing all 3 matters?
What were the defaulted?
Driver unregistered untitled vehicle on count 1 and count 2 with improper plate. It's all on the same ticket.
I'm fine with dismissing those as well.
Mr. Batiste on the screen yet?
Idra, where is she? No.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
No, that's all right.
Did you pull her out of the breakout room yet?
Well, I said, time, we're ready, and I said, leave the breakout room and come into the main room, so.
All right, let me see if I can bring her into the main room.
Yeah, it looks like she's still in 4.
She's still in 4. I am pulling her out. They don't always know how to move out of the breakout room, Mr.
No, I understand, and I'm not the old guy who can explain it to her.
So if you go and you click on her name, at the end of her name, you'll see move to. You just click move to and then scroll down to main session, and then they'll get a notification to move into the main session.
There she is. Thank you.
And it will help us move a little bit quicker if that happens in the future.
Sure.
Ms. Batiste, all right, we're ready. Now calling the people versus Deidre Roshan Batiste, ticket number P11285541, 1 count of driving unregistered untitled vehicle, 1 count of improper plates, 1 count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Deidre Batiste.
Ms. Batiste, will you please unmute your phone and say your name for the record? Unmute your phone first. Unmute. Press the unmute button.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, Deidre Batiste.
Good morning. Today is the date and time set for a trial on count 3. We have 2 matters that are currently in default. Mr. Wallace, how would you like to proceed on this matter?
Your Honor, I would move to set aside the defaults on these matters. They were all given at the same time.
The court will set aside the default on all matters in this case.
Your Honor, after talking to the people, it's their recommendation that all these matters be dismissed. No objection.
I'm sure you don't have any objection. All right. So the court will dismiss without prejudice all 3, count 1, 2, and 3 on this here on ticket number P1128541. Ms. Batiste, in the future, I just want to make sure that you have your registration and your plates are caught up today, and that you are driving or are not allowing other drivers to drive without a license.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. That concludes your matter.
Thank you. Have a blessed day, you guys.
You too.
Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, stop. Leave.
I printed out Richard Brown.
Mhm. One moment, I'll be right with you guys. Are we ready to proceed on Mr. Boone? I thought I saw him on screen.
Who you're
Isaac Boone. Who has the Boone matter? Mr. Boone, are you just checking in?
No, ma'am, I've been here.
Did you talk to the courtroom clerk?
No, ma'am, I've been waiting since about 9:50 in this courtroom. I just got let back in probably about 15 to 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you showed up at 9:50 for an 8:45 hearing.
Yes, I was in another courtroom thinking that was the courtroom because I didn't know that you were going to be the judge. I was still looking for D4. That's what my ticket said until I got online and got on the docket and seen it.
All right, understood. Do you have all your documentation? Are you ready to speak to an attorney?
I'm not eligible for a license until October. I do have my registration and insurance though.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room and one of the attorneys will speak to you momentarily.
Okay, thank
you. Isaac Boone. Ready to proceed on Richard Brown?
Yes, right here.
Yes, Your Honor.
If I may, I'm going to go talk to Mr. Boone.
Okay, and I assume that Ms. Tucker is handling the Richard Brown matter?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, give me one moment because I do remember one of his matters was at 8:34 for some strange reason. So I want to make sure I have all his matters in front of me. Did you notice that there was one on 8:34? All right. Calling the people versus Richard Brown, lead case number SP 137-46712. Please state your appearances for the record, starting with the attorney.
Mika Tucker, PA 5402 on behalf of Richard Brown.
Mr. Brown, will you say your name for the record, please?
Richard Brown Jr.
Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing on one of these matters, and several others are set for trial. Please let us know how you would like to proceed, Ms. Tucker.
Your Honor, I've had a chance to speak with Mr. Brown, and he would like to take the offer given by the people, which was to reduce SP 1374581 to a failure to display, and plead to SP 1374713 and dismiss the other counts.
I'm so sorry, Ms. Tucker. Will you repeat that? I had a little bit of background noise.
Yes, so the offer was for SP 1374581 to reduce to a failure to display, and plead to SP 1374613, the no proof of insurance, and dismiss the others.
Okay, and are you pleading as charged to the no proof of insurance, or is there an amended offer?
No, pleading as charged.
As charged, okay. And then the rest will be dismissed without prejudice.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, do you stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal? Ms. Tucker, do you stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you stipulate to the four corners of the tickets on SR 861 and 713 for factual basis?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brown, will you raise your right hand? Mr. Brown, can you hear me? I think he's stuck. Wonderful, wonderful world of Zoom. It has its benefit. Mr. Brown, can you hear us at all? Can you say yes or no if you hear us?
Oh, great.
I think he logged off. And hopefully he's gonna log back in. We're not going to. All right, we will have to recall the Brown matter, Ms. Tucker.
Okay, then I'm ready on Alicia Barnes then.
Okay. The clerk is gonna have to go in an ROA from Ms. Barnes. Everybody else, we're ready to proceed on?
Yes, Alicia Barnes. I'm trying to get her out into the main session.
Okay, he has to go and print the ROA for Ms. Barnes. Anyone else that we're ready to proceed on?
Yes, Cha-Cha Brown. I'll go to her next.
Okay. Corporal Hope, you're free to go. We'll issue a, we're gonna be issuing out a hearing.
Did she come in? Oh, there she go.
Did anybody talk to Mr. Boone in court in room 25? He just
Mr.
got in
who?
there. Isaac Boone, he actually just got in there, so.
I did, Your Honor. He knows about the plea offer. I was going through his rights and he got mad at me and just said he wanted to proceed. So.
What does he want to proceed on?
Well, when I talked to him, the offer was an improper complaint. And he seemed agreeable to that. And as I went into his rights, we kept talking over each other and then he got mad.
All right, are we ready on, Cha-Cha Brown? Ms. Brown, can you turn on your camera, please?
My camera is broke. I'm on the tablet now.
Okay. Now calling the People versus Cha-Cha Adise Brown, ticket number P 1374526, one count of allowing unlicensed driver to drive, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tamika Tucker, PA 5402 on behalf of Cha-Cha Brown.
Ms. Brown, will you state your appearance for the record? I mean, state your name for the record.
Cha-Cha Brown.
Today is the date and time set for a shelter hearing. Ms. Tucker, how would you like to proceed on this matter?
Your Honor, there was an offer given that Ms. Brown would like to take, which was a 3-month delay sentence on SP 13745-261 and to dismiss the other count.
All right, so she's pleading guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive with a delayed sentence and dismissing no insurance misdemeanor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor, stipulate.
Stipulate to the 4 corners of the document on the factual basis for count 1.
I stipulate, Your Honor.
And Ms. Brown, have you had an opportunity, you did have an opportunity to speak to your attorney and you understood your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone force you or threaten you or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
And you understood that you had a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving that right, do you wish to continue to enter a plea of guilty today?
Yes.
So the court will enter a guilty plea for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and set this for a delayed sentence. Did they recommend 3-month delayed sentence?
Yes, Your Honor, 3-month delayed sentence.
All right, so the court will set this for a review date. I'm not able to see my schedule. Yeah. We'll set this for review May 15th, Monday, May 15th. And we will also dismiss count 2 without prejudice.
Yes.
On the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, Ms. Brown, we're gonna assess a fee of $220 on that one. That needs to be paid by your next court date.
Okay.
You talking to me?
If you're not speaking. So we'll see you on May 15th, Mr. Brown. That concludes your hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it looks like Mr. Brown is back in.
All right, Mr. Brown, I don't know how, well, wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Now recalling the matter of Richard Brown. We were on the record and I'm not sure that we were able to ordeer Mr. Brown. I don't think that he could hear us. At some point his screen went out and he froze. So Mr. Brown, did I ask you if you had understood your rights, if you had an opportunity to speak to your attorney about your rights and you understood those rights?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And you are, I honestly don't remember how much we did. Did I ask you if you were threatened or forced to, did I already ask you if you were threatened or forced to promise anything to plead guilty?
Yes, I will plead guilty to that charge to reduce the charge, yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes, ma'am,
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Do you understand that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
yes,
And understanding that you would still like to enter a guilty plea?
yes.
Counselor, did you stipulate?
Yes, Your Honor, I stipulate.
Stipulate to probable cause and stipulate to 4 corners of the ticket for factual basis on each matter?
Yes, Your Honor, I stipulate.
Okay. Unfortunately, misplaced what I did with what your fee was on Mr. Brown. We need to hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure I don't have it.
I have to set up. Him to do that. And you should be able to pay.
So will you please restate what that fee is?
Yes, so for ticket SP 13745-861, that's reduced to a failure to display. And then for a ticket SP 13746-713, as charged to the no proof of issue, and then dismiss the other tickets.
On the failure to display, Mr. Brown, on the failure to display, we're gonna assess, the court's gonna assess a fee of $220 in that matter. And on your no insurance, we're gonna assess another fee of $190 in that matter. And that will be a total of $410. Are you able to make that payment within the next 2 weeks?
No, I'm on a fixed income. I won't be able to pay that to the 3rd of every month. I get paid, I'm a disability.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 60 days to pay, so by April 14th. You can, in the meantime, enter into a payment agreement at 36th District Court in person so that you can stay on track with payments that they give you. And then hopefully you'll have it all paid by April 14th, 2023. If you do not have it paid, you need to show up here in my courtroom on that date, only if it's not paid. If you've paid it by then there's no need to appear.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. That concludes this hearing.
All right, thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Alicia Barnes.
Oh, we still can't print it?
No, he said it's gonna take another 5 minutes. That's connected to JIS.
Other than Ms. Barnes, well, let me tell you who I do have a file on. Mr. Boone, are we able to do Mr. Boone?
You can call Mr. Boone, Your Honor.
Right, I understand. Okay. There's a Andrea Torres in breakout room 17. Did anyone speak to her?
Yes, I did. I'm ready on her.
Does she have a hyphenated name?
Yes, it's Berrigan Torres. Berrigan Torres.
Oh, and then I would find my note on that I was looking for in that last matter now, finally, but Berrigan Torres.
She's under the 845.
We have to find her file. When Mr. Cook comes back, well, I'll find out where the file is on that one. And then Mr. Boone, I'm gonna move Mr. Boone into, what about Mashawn? Wait, let me see who I do have. Did anybody speak to Keith Bryant? Keith Bryant?
Yes. I'm ready on this.
I was told, Madam Prosecutor told me to wait on Mr. Bobby Stokes. Sergeant Carson, are you still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you all reach an agreement on Bobby Stokes?
I didn't really talk to anybody, so.
Well, you talked to Ms. Snyder, didn't you, officer?
I mean, we had a couple text messages, but hey, whatever you guys want, man.
We're ready on that, Your Honor. And I believe she did have the opportunity to reach out to the Officer Carson.
But so she asked me to wait on it. Did she have an opportunity to reach out to him and resolve?
Yes, the offer after her conversation with or text message or communication with Officer Carson, she changed the offer ever so slightly.
Okay, so we're ready to proceed on Bobby Stokes.
Yes.
All right, will you, here, I'll bring him out of the breakout room. Do you know how to bring him out of the breakout room yet?
Well, you didn't call for him yet. So.
Do you know how to bring him out of the breakout?
I'll give it a go if you want me to, Judge.
Yes, please.
All right.
Actually, I don't see him in the breakout room.
Did we lose him?
We lost him.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, this is the same one I got. No, this is air. Is this the titanium one? The air. This is the air weight. I got the air light.
Will you press mute for me, please?
I believe that was Mr. Boone.
No, that was Sergeant Carson. They was talking about, yeah. So are we ready to go on? Who are we ready to go?
How about Ms. Bailey? Did we ever Mahendra, I believe?
Did you see that one? No, but I can do Alicia Burns now. Can you bring her into the main session?
I'll bring her in.
And then next, I'm hoping to do Thomas Blanton. Are we ready to proceed on him?
I think that's for you, Tamika.
Who did she say?
Blanton?
You said a Thomas?
Yeah, he's on the screen. Well, you may not see him, but he's on the screen.
No, I don't have whoever that is.
Okay.
Mr. Blanton, have you spoken to an attorney?
No, I haven't, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that's the gentleman who came late and none of us could figure out whether that officer was here for trial.
We all agree that we did not have an officer here for the trial, so I'm gonna grab his file and we can take care of his matter after we take care of Ms. Burns.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
No problem.
Miss Barnes is not coming out of the breakout room.
Excuse me, Your Honor, Officer Johnson. What time are you doing KPs?
Oh, Mr. Johnson, Officer Johnson, we did those. I didn't see you on, hold on one second. I didn't see you on.
I'm on the veranda. Thanks, Veranda Bird.
Did we have Ms. Bird check in yet?
Yeah, I never saw her.
I apologize, officer. You are free to go. We didn't have
Yes,
her
ma'am,
check
Your
in.
Honor. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You too.
Your Honor, this is Corporal Hope. I'm sorry, but were you finished with me or?
Yeah, I told you could go. We were gonna reissue, we're gonna send out a new notice on Mr. White. We think that there may be an administrative mix up here.
Okay, I apologize. I'm sorry.
No worries. I thought I saw you still there and I tried to recall it too. So I'm sorry for wasting your time.
No, not a problem. You have a wonderful
Thank
day.
you.
ma'am. All right.
Judge, why don't you release Officer Carson then too, since we do have an offer on Bob and Stokes.
Okay, Sergeant Carson, you're free to go as well.
Can I know what the offer is so I can put it on my paperwork, please?
He will be pleading to the amended charge of failure to display.
Great. Okay.
Be well.
Okay, Miss Burns is out of the breakout room.
IT is called. Hi, this is Judge Yancey. Yeah. Can you push up for IT? All right, now calling the people versus Alicia Burns, ticket number 135-033-581. One count of 32 display of ballot operator's license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tamika Tucker, PA 5402, on behalf of Alicia Burns.
Ms. Burns, will you state your name to come off the mute and state your name for the record? Ms. Burns, can you hear me?
Unmute.
Okay, is it unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay.
State your name.
Alicia Burns.
Today is the date and time set for arraignment. If that's incorrect, please correct me, but how would you like to proceed on the matter, Ms. Tucker?
Your Honor, I thought it was a pre-trial, but I did have a chance to speak with Ms. Burns. She wants to take the offer that was given for a reduced ticket to failure to display.
Or excuse me, if you said, I apologize.
Ms. Burns, did you have a question?
Yeah, because I was gonna say, was it already scheduled for pre-trial?
Oh, just give me one moment. Let me check the docket. I could have been.
Yes, yes, on my paper, my docket, it says pre-trial.
Okay, definitely. It does say pre-trial for 9 a.m. Okay, and what's the offer, Ms. Tucker?
For her ticket to reduce it to a failure to display. She would like to take that offer.
It says that the original charge is failure to display.
That's operators. That's not what I have her original charge as.
I don't have the original ticket, but I have failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person.
Oh, well, that's what I guess that, well, then that's not an offer then.
Mine say no operator's license though, the paper that I have for court for today. No operator's license on hand. So, what the hell?
Let me make sure that she doesn't have any other matters.
Okay.
One moment. We will recall that matter. Now calling the people versus Thomas Blandon Jr. Mr. Blandon, turn your camera on. Ticket number P1367532. One count of driving while license suspended, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Philip X. Walling, representing Thomas Blandon. State your name, please.
Thomas Blandon Jr.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial. Although Mr. Blandon was late, the officer never made it in. Move to dismiss.
Okay, the court takes note that the time is now 11:27 a.m. We did not have Officer Anthony Tyus check in on this matter. Therefore, we will dismiss both counts 1 and 2 for no officer, Mr. Blandon. However, that does not mean that you should be continuing to drive around with a suspended license or no insurance in your vehicle. Handle those issues, okay?
I will, Your Honor, most definitely.
All right, have a good day.
Got it for you too.
Oh, no, she didn't have any other open ticket. She had locked it. She all closed it. Maybe she had the whole ticket.
And so for that one, let's start with the judge. Ready to proceed on Isaac Boone. Mr. Boone, will you turn your camera on? Now calling the people versus Isaac David Boone, ticket number P 136697. One count of driving while license suspended, one count of no insurance misdemeanor, one count of expired plate. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Philip X. Walling representing Mr. Boone. He doesn't want me to represent him, so I will tell you for the record, the offer was if Mr. Boone pleads to improper plate, the rest will be resolved that way.
Mr. Boone,
Yes, Your Honor.
what's the problem?
I thought we had to understand that we was basically getting an understanding, but he kept using extra words and sentences that I didn't feel like was necessary to proceed with this court hearing. And once he got to the point of telling me to shut up, yeah, I was really done. I was needing different representation or a different court date. I was okay with the offer though, that she offered.
All right, we only have two matters on the docket, and there's another matter in default. The court will set aside that default. Ms. Tucker, are you able to speak to Mr. Boone so that we can have some type of representation in this matter? Attorney Tucker. And Mr. Wallen, did you use the word shut up?
I know I told him stop several times. We were in the middle of my rights and he kept talking over me. I know I did maybe. If I
got a witness right here, Your Honor.
And
my girlfriend is sitting right here.
And then I've tried to apologize.
What would you apologize for if you never said it?
Mr. Boone, Mr. Boone, I'm handling this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Wallen, we're gonna try to be as respectful as we can going forward. But Mr. Boone, when you are in there speaking to the attorney, make sure that if you don't understand your rights, you'll have an opportunity. When I ask you if you understood your rights, you'll be able to have an opportunity to tell me. But there are certain sentences that he has to use. If you don't understand them, let me know when you come into the courtroom. But Ms. Tucker, hopefully, as soon as she hears me, will be able to take you into a breakout room to explain those rights to you, because we cannot proceed unless you know your right. Attorney Tucker, are you available?
She left a chat, Your Honor, that she had to step away for a couple of moments.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so we have Mr. Boone.
Yeah, this is the original charge.
I know.
I don't know what but she had a whole lot of tickets. Maybe she had a whole.
Do you have a phone number for House Counsel?
What's her name?
Attorney Wallen, can you text House Madam Prosecutor and ask her to stop back into my courtroom, please, on Alicia Barnes, because they gave her a plea to what she had been charged with. I want to make sure that was the understanding.
Your Honor, could we, perhaps you and I go into a breakout room for a brief moment?
I don't know that I can go into a breakout room. I'm gonna try. Let me see. Like, I can't put myself in a breakout room.
Okay.
But you can call the courtroom. Like to do that?
Yes, please.
It's 965-2291.
Thank you.
We still have China baby in the breakout room.
Let me check again. None of the current is working.
China's working.
So we're now ready on Barnes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning. I'm ready.
Recalling the people versus Alicia Nicole Burns, ticket number 135033581. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Ms. Barnes. State your name, please, Ms. Barnes.
Alicia Nicole Burns.
Now, Your Honor, it has come to my understanding after a bench conference that this ticket is from 2013. Is that correct, Your Honor?
That is correct. This offense date was July 15th of 2013.
And under those circumstances, I'd move to dismiss this ticket outright because of its age.
The court actually will enter a dismissal without prejudice due to, just in the interest of justice, the court will find that dismissing this ticket is going to be entered today. And Ms. Burns, you do have a court hearing. Are you aware that you have a court hearing on March 23rd on a future ticket?
Huh?
Same courtroom.
March 20, no, I know I got three, the 3rd of March.
Is it March 23rd or the 3rd?
The 3rd. I got a court date coming up on the 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My apologies. It is March 3rd. You are aware though, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So the court will enter dismissal on the today's hearing on ticket number ending in 3581. It has been dismissed. And we will see you on March 3rd on your next.
Go see, your application. Okay, ma'am. So you said I will be coming back to you, not the other courtroom that they told me to go to? For the 3rd?
One moment.
Cause she gave me a personal bond, so I gotta go back to her.
One moment. I'm seeing, I believe you will come to me based on the alphabet, but we'll see. One moment.
Okay.
Judge Bryant.
Yeah.
Do you have Judge Lenise Bryant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll go back to Judge Lenise Bryant on that day.
Okay.
All right, so that concludes your matter for today.
Okay, thank you, and have a good day. Okay, thanks, bye-bye.
Yes. Is Ms. Bloom back in the courtroom yet?
Ms. Who? Oh, Ms. Tucker.
I'm sorry, Ms. Tucker. Yes, for Mr. Bloom.
I don't think so. Her note just says 5 minutes, so.
And I believe he's the last one for today.
Well, whatever happened to Bob? Oh, we lost him. What?
Me too. Let me move her into the main room.
How about Ms. Bailey, Mahendra Bailey or something like that?
Actually, it's quite a few that I don't have. I'm bringing everybody into the main room now.
All right.
I'm gonna close all the breakout rooms at this point. I don't have a file from Ms. Bailey yet.
Sean Bailey.
That's it.
Did I give you? Yes.
Now calling the people versus Mashonda. Oh wait, Counselor, are you on Mashonda Bailey's matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Mashonda Bailey, ticket number SP 131-93091. One count of speeding 6 to 10 miles per hour over the posted speed. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
My name's Philip Walling. Officially, I'm not representing Ms. Bailey, but we talked. Today is a civil infraction. No officer signed in. Move to dismiss.
One moment. I don't know what officer was checked in, but we didn't have an officer check in on this basis.
I don't believe so.
All right, the court takes note that it is now 11:42 a.m. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing at 8:35 a.m. with the time set for a formal hearing. Ms. Bailey, we did not have an officer to check in on this matter, therefore it is dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bailey, that means that people can bring it back if they so choose. However, that is hearing for today.
Okay, so it was thrown out?
Yep, it's dismissed.
Okay.
But because no officer showed up.
Okay.
You're set to go. You can leave now.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Birch. Are you representing Mr. Birch?
No, Your Honor, I didn't talk to Mr. Birch.
How you doing?
Hi, Mr. Birch. Did you speak to Ms. Tucker about your matter?
Yes, I spoke to Miss Tucker.
Okay, as soon as Ms. Tucker comes back into the courtroom, we will be ready to proceed on your hearing. What about Ms. Torres? What do you have to do? Yes, I got action. Mr. Warren, what did we do with Bobby Stokes?
Stokes. Oh, Bobbit Stokes? I had the offer. He accepted it. When it came time to call him, no, Mr. Stokes.
Okay, and then did you also have these are a few files that I still have that checked in, Mr. Keith Bryant and Mr. Dave Joseph Blake.
I think Mr. Bryant is gone. I think the court took care of his matter.
I don't recall calling his matter.
Okay, and Blake, I have no knowledge of Blake.
All right, and so you are not representing Mr. Birch, you're not representing Mr. Boone. Those are the only two that, oh, and then Andrea Torres. Are you representing Ms. Torres?
No, Your Honor.
Can you find out where Ms. Tucker is and let her know that we are ready to proceed on her matters?
Okay. Is she? Well, everything's closed. Oh, no, here she is.
I'm sorry, I was presumptuous. I thought maybe you had her cell phone number.
No, I didn't talk to Ms. Tucker.
I
Is she
apologize.
even on the dock today?
Ms. Tucker, Tamika Tucker, the House Counsel.
She told me that she was going back to the chat room and then she was gonna be back, but
James Birch has one matter, but he has several files.
Does Torres have a hyphenated name?
It is a hyphenated name. Taurus, what's your hyphenated name?
My full name is Andrea Christina, and then it's Berrigan Torres. So I have two last names.
Berrigan. She's under Berrigan in this courtroom.
Berrigan.
I mean, there's no operating.
When is it? Did it go into default? What's that?
Yeah, I'm finna grab your chart.
Berrigan. Berrigan, okay, show cause, no registration. I'd be happy to talk to Ms. Berrigan Torres, Your Honor.
Okay, let me see if I can reopen breakout rooms.
There's
I can't.
only one ticket on my docket. Is that a correct statement?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, wait, let me double check. I can't be
Okay.
sure. Yes, driving unregistered untitled vehicle.
Okay.
Let me see if I can reopen a breakout room for Ms. Torres and you. Because I.
Who?
Are you able to put Ms. Torres back into a breakout room?
She's in 17.
She's in 17? Yeah. Okay. And then, did you put Mr. Wallen in 17 too? I could do that. I might do it. Ms. Tucker, are you back yet? Court is gonna take a brief recess, Madam Court Reporter, recess for 5 minutes.
It goes on to say.
Thank you.
Phone number for house,
Yeah, I'm from the, for
for the
the.
main office.
Yeah.
Your Honor?
You said court is in recess for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, they just gave me a breakout room. Join that or no?
All right, well, I'll get there in a second here. You're Mr. Birch, right?
Yeah. Should I join this room or just stay in this one?
Yeah, I think they want me to talk to you. I'd be happy to do that.
All right, I'm going to join
All
you.
right, so- Mhm. You use my block. Judge?
Oh, I see it. Hey, Jay, you know what, you said on the door? Yeah. I can hear it. You know, this is our ambulance. I don't even know if they do. I did.
Put yourself on mute, please, Mr. Birch, till we need you. Judge?
Mr. Wallen, you ready to proceed on Mr. Birch? You're gonna be able to handle his matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
And who was it that you were handling that I put you in the breakout room on and they're gone now?
No, that's Mr. Well, that was Bobbitt Stokes, Shaheen Bobbitt Stokes.
No. What happened to Miss Torres?
Your Honor, she has proper documentation. I was moving to dismiss that.
Okay, you let her go?
I didn't let her go. I don't dismiss cases, Your Honor. I give you information so you can.
So where did she go?
The cloud.
All right, let's do Birch, and it's a Monday. It is definitely a Monday.
Yes,
he has a hearing on 10/11?
No, that's in warrant status.
It's already in warrant status? All right, Mr. Well, I don't know if you know that Mr. Birch has one in warrant status.
I knew nothing about anything other than what's on the docket today, and I believe it's a show cause, isn't it?
Birch. It is a show cause, so why don't I set aside the warrant and set both of these matters for a future date?
Except he has a recommendation, Your Honor.
What is his recommendation? What's the recommendation?
My understanding for the ticket that's on the docket, and again, I don't know about any ticket other than what's on the docket, which is an alcohol-related offense. He wishes to tender a plea of guilty to be taken under advisement, or delayed sentence, I'm sorry, inartful of me.
Okay.
I'm assuming, and I don't know if you have that offer on the table, but I'm making an assumption that the ticket that was, if it was addressed at all, would be dismissed pursuant to this plea offer. I certainly would move that way if.
Are we talking about the one that he has in warrant status?
I'm assuming that would be part of it if anybody knew about it. Again, that's not on the docket.
Right, I understand. Mr. Birch, do you have a valid driver's license today?
Yes, I do.
Can you check to see if he has that? If he has a valid driver's license, I'll set aside the warrant and dismiss.
I have
that
a license. I have a driver's license, but they had suspended it because I didn't have like proof of insurance. But I paid that ticket off and I got my clearance for my license. So if it doesn't show up, that's probably why, because it's probably suspended. But I do have my clearance for my license. I can show you a proof of that and everything.
You can email that to Tenisha.Yancey@36districtcourt.org.
What's the email?
Well, if we don't see that you have a valid license, let me make sure that you have a valid license first. All right, now calling the people versus James Birch, ticket number P 137-5199, one count of consuming alcohol in public, and one ticket in default, ticket number 213-560841, one count of no operator's license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing James Birch. State your name, please, sir.
James Birch.
Your Honor, from talking to Mr. Birch, he tells me he had a discussion with Sister Counsel about the case that's on today's docket. I don't know if the other ticket came up since it's in default. In this manner, today, he will be pleading as charged to consuming alcohol in public, and the people are recommending a delayed sentence. That's what he wishes to do. If the other matter is unresolved, I would ask the court considering dismissing that matter, since we're doing a plea on the other one.
All right, so the ticket number ending in 0841, the court will set aside or recall the warrant and recall all cases in this matter, and will dismiss the no operator's license. The court has verified that Mr. Birch currently has a valid driver's license, therefore this ticket will be dismissed. And the warrant will recall. On ticket number ending in 5199, the court will enter a guilty plea for consuming alcohol in public and schedule this matter for 3-month review for delayed sentence for 3 months out. We will give this hearing date will be May 15th.
Wait, I'm sorry, my phone had skipped. Could you reset that, please? I'm sorry.
So your delayed sentence date will be May 15th, 2023. Mr. Birch, were there any recommendations that the prosecutor gave that they wanted you to complete any classes or anything with this time that you have?
No.
Traditionally, they don't have consuming alcohol, Judge. They pretty much keep that for OTEs and whatnot.
Okay, so Mr. Birch, then between now and May 15th, when you come back in front of me, I don't want to see any more tickets, any new tickets in your name from now until then.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, now, if I may, and some of your colleagues do and some of your colleagues do not, would you consider dismissal upon payment of the fines and costs?
So if they did, so I'm just wondering why they recommend.
Judge, it's your call on that one.
Yeah, because the recommendation was a delayed sentence, I would keep it at the recommendation of the 3-month delayed sentence.
Okay.
And have him on 5/15. However, on the actual ticket, the fee that I was setting in this case will be $220. And so you do have until May 15th to pay that. Mr. Birch?
You said $220?
Yeah.
Okay.
And no new tickets is a condition?
No new ticket is a condition of your sentencing.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than dismiss that sentence.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
you're
Yes,
all
ma'am.
set. That concludes your matter.
Thank you. So I'm all set to leave?
Correct, you're all set to leave. You cannot have any more tickets between now and May 15th when you come back to court.
Thank you. You have a blessing.
You too, have a good one. Mr. Boone?
Yes.
So unfortunately, we don't have an attorney to represent you in this in your matter. Wait a minute, let me see what the, let me look and see what Mr. Wallen told me the recommendation was.
Improper plate, Your Honor.
And that was for which one? He has two, I thought he had two. He has three. He has three, so they improper plate on driver license not valid and then dismissing counts 2 and 3.
Actually, Your Honor, again, on the docket, there's only 2, probably because the one on the docket is a civil, not on the docket is a civil infraction. Usually the improper plate is on the no insurance, and that's the easiest one.
Yeah, that's the state one though.
The no insurance?
The no insurance is a state one.
No, not if it's got an SP prefix.
So the citation 500.3101, no, that's not.
Again, I'm looking at the docket, not a ticket, Judge. It's different numbers.
Okay. And then so the count 1 is already in default because it's not on docket. Will you check it and see if this is already in default?
I don't know that one way or another, to be honest with the judge.
I'm asking the question, Mr. Waller. My clerk is gonna check. So, Mr. Boone, do you wish to proceed without an attorney?
Not if I didn't have to.
So let me explain. I'll explain to you what the recommendation from the prosecutor was, and have you decide from there. But give me one moment before I do that because I want to know what your
Count 3 is in default.
Okay.
So,
all right, so you currently have one ticket that is already in default for expired plate. You would need to still pay that ticket. And then you have the count 1 today was driving while license not valid. Count 2 was no insurance misdemeanor. What the recommendation from the prosecutor was to have you plead to improper plates on the no insurance and dismiss the driving while license not valid altogether.
Okay.
If you are comfortable with proceeding without counsel, then I need you to let me know. And if not, then we need to reschedule this for a future day.
Yes, I am comfortable.
Okay, so you do understand that you have a right to an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are willing to give up that right to an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you were able to talk to an attorney slightly, and they were trying to explain to you your right, like you have a right to a trial in this matter. Do you understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a right to a trial before me or as a trier of fact, or before a jury, and are giving up that right if you accept this plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you, in understanding that you're giving up that right, you still would like to enter a plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, turning your attention to, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that what you're about to say will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Turning your attention to June 25th, 2022. Were you driving a 2014 Chevy in the area of West McNichols and Shaker Road in the city of Detroit?
Yeah. Yes.
And did you have proper documentation for that vehicle at that time?
No.
Okay, so the court will enter a plea of guilty on your behalf on improper plate. And we will dismiss the driving while license suspended, which is count 1. And if you still have an expired plate ticket that is in default that you need to make payment arrangements on.
Okay.
On your improper plate, the court is going to issue a fee. We're gonna assess a fee in that matter, since you do have outstanding ticket matters. We're gonna assess the minimum statutory fee of $190 on that case.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, you are free to go. That concludes your.
How long do we have to pay?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. I apologize. You have the $190. Are you able to pay that within 2 weeks? Are you working right now?
Currently I have a job. We're basically like selling shirts and stuff. So I say
So here's what
by
I'm
the
gonna
first.
do.
Can I get to the first? That's about 2 weeks. Yeah, I can do 2 weeks.
Listen, I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay this one, the improper plate one. But you
Okay.
also, in those 30 days, I expect you to also come down to the court and make payment arrangements on that default.
Yes, ma'am.
If you do not pay by March 15th, 2023, I expect you to be back here in this courtroom on that day. You do have court date scheduled. If you pay it, you do not need to show up.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
So.
I believe we are all done this morning.
Is Torres, Andrea Torres?
No, Torres left the courtroom, but what was the
I think she's in a
recommendation?
breakout. Isn't she in a breakout room?
I think she's in a breakout room, Judge,
You close the room?
Oh, yeah, please close all the room.
if she's still there. Yeah, she's still there. Judge, on Ms. Torres, she has valid documentation, so I'm gonna move to dismiss.
Okay. If this was a registered registered registration on a vehicle,
Correct.
and you verify, well, let's go on the record first.
Okay.
We've closed the breakout room, so it should only be a couple seconds before she enters.
Okay. And it's Berrigan Torres.
Berrigan Torres, okay, I have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe you may have to wait for her appearance,
Okay.
since she was here.
Okay.
Now calling the people versus Andrea Christina Berrigan Torres, ticket number SP 132-28531. One count of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Andrea Berrigan Torres. State your name, please, Ms. Berrigan Torres.
It's Andrea Berrigan Torres.
Now, Your Honor, Ms. Torres indicated to me that she has a valid registration at this time. Your Honor, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't look anymore. These old eyes just don't work like they used to. But Ms. Torres, I asked you, when does your registration expire?
November 21st of 2023.
Having said that, Your Honor, move to dismiss.
What's the make and model of the vehicle, Ms. Torres?
It's a Ford Fusion 2013.
Okay. However, Mr. Wallen, you said that you verified it before I called the case.
Well, I am, truth be told, I have no way to verify anything anyway, but I asked for that information. It appears that she is in compliance. Move to dismiss.
Ms. Torres, are you capable of scanning and emailing me your valid registration?
Yes, not at the moment, but I could do it later on.
Okay, if you do it later on, will you just, I'll have you do it later on. What I'm going to do is give you a review date of, I'm just gonna set this for a review date out for 3/15/23. And once you have emailed me your valid registration, it will be dismissed. However, if you have not emailed it by 3/15, then you need to reappear in court.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put the email address in, well, my clerk is gonna put the email address, he's gonna chat it to you, just copy and paste it.
Okay.
All right, and you have a review schedule for 3/15/23.
All right. And then once I email it, am I getting a new court date or is it just gonna drop by
It'll be
itself?
dismissed. Once you
Okay.
email it, it'll be dismissed.
Okay.
Oh, 36th District Court.
3335 CRT something. CR335. You want to email me?
Yeah.
So email Tenisha.
Yeah, usually it's CTRM335.
That's what I think it is, but I'm having them email me just to be sure. I don't want it to be anything that she did. So you email me. You ready? Tenisha Yancey, 36 District Court. Put a dot between my first and last name. And there's an ETE. Right? You sent it to me.
Yeah.
Okay. This is showing up.
Huh?
You sent it from your email.
Oh, I thought you were gonna email me like in the chat.
So, Ms. Torres, it's Tanisha.Yancey@36districtcourt.org. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
You don't have access to the courts?
I've never actually emailed before. Normally I thought there was a
But you
separate.
don't check, who's checking the email? If somebody emailed one right now, you can check that email.
Actually, I don't know, 'cause I've never.
Did you get it, Ms. Torres?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care. That concludes the matters for today, Mr. Wallen.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care.
You too. Bye now.
Madam Court Reporter, have a good lunch.
Okay, you're back at 1:30 this week?
We're doing silent class this afternoon.